I'm Chris Hegarty. I'm a solicitor advocate with Neglect Assist. I've been here almost 2 years and I specialise in professional negligence claims, particularly in the context of financial services and pensions. I'm going to talk about a case of a client who I'll call Mr. Brown. Mr. Brown's claim came out of the investment of his pension by his financial advisor into what's called a drawdown pension. This was because Mr. Brown was at the stage of retiring or proceeding to a partial retirement, and a drawdown pension gives him the flexibility to vary his income within statutory limits set by the Government Actuary Department. Therefore, if he needed more money, he could obtain more money, or if he needed less money, he could draw less money out of that pension. In the early stage of Mr. Brown's drawdown pension, he needed to draw the maximum income in order to put his affairs in order, paying off the small remainder of his mortgage and purchase of small gifts and small necessities such as a more up-to-date car. 12 to 18 months into Mr. Brown's drawdown arrangement, his personal circumstances changed quite drastically. He spoke on a regular basis to his financial advisor, what we would call a regular annual review. Mr. Brown's financial advisor should have taken more information from him and found out more about his situation, that he needs to look to something other than drawdown, probably an annuity. Mr. Brown's case was, at its heart, very simple. He should never have been sold a drawdown policy. He should have been taken out of drawdown and placed into an annuity. His financial advisor moved firms in between providing advice and Mr. Brown realising his problems. This meant that rather than being able to bring a relatively simple claim against one party, the advisor himself, Mr. Brown was forced to pursue both of the principals. This required somewhat complex calculations and arguments regarding exactly where responsibility lay. Because whilst Mr. Brown should have been told a year to 18 months into his drawdown policy that this wasn't right for him, every time Mr. Brown saw his financial advisor, his advisor should have given him this advice. Therefore, in the early years, the advisor's original firm was responsible, but in the later years, the later firm was responsible. And there were particularly difficult discussions regarding exactly where blame lay. Fortunately, Mr. Brown contacted Neglect Assist. Mr. Brown was able to achieve a good result between both firms of financial advisors and is in a position now to purchase a suitable top-up annuity to pay him most of the difference between the annuity he would have had he been properly advised at the outset. Neglect Assist operates a specialist department which deals almost exclusively with financial services professional negligence cases. As such, we have many years of experience dealing with these specific cases and the various twists and turns which they can take. As your solicitors, we at Neglect Assist are always keen to ensure that you know exactly what's going on in your case, throughout your case. This doesn't mean that we would like to bombard you with communication, very often a long telephone call or two, or possibly a meeting. But from this stage, we will know exactly what your case is, how we should be pursuing it, and we will do so with the minimal of fuss to you.